When I, 22 female, was 14, I fell in love for the first time. Jace, who was 15, was everything to me. We were together for 3 years, and I thought we had something real. I had known him for years, always had the biggest crush on him, and when we finally got together, I felt like the luckiest girl in the world. But more than that, my sister Lauren, 23 female now, was my best friend. She knew everything about me, my dreams, my fears, and of course my love for Jace. I trusted her with my whole heart, and then she betrayed me. Lauren and Jace had been sneaking around behind my back, my own sister and my boyfriend. When she got pregnant, I was the first person she told. I was ready to support her, to be there for her, because that's what sisters do. But when our parents pressed her to reveal the father, she confessed. I felt like the ground had been ripped out from under me. I broke up with Jace immediately, but he didn't care. He didn't fight for me, didn't even look guilty. He had already chosen her. Meanwhile, Lauren sobbed, begged, pleaded for my forgiveness. Said she never wanted to hurt me. Said she still wanted me in her life. How could she even ask that? When she moved in with Jace and his family, I felt relief for the first time in months. But my parents weren't about to let me have peace. They tried to force forgiveness on me, dragged me to a church therapist, gave me long-winded speeches about how family is forever and how Jace was just a high school boyfriend. As if that made it better. As if that erased the betrayal. It only pushed me further away. The second I turned 18, I left. I packed my bags and moved in with my grandma, the only person who truly respected my feelings. I kept my distance from my parents and refused to have anything to do with Lauren or Jace. I ignored their wedding invite, ignored every attempt she made to reach out, every message begging me to just talk. I didn't care that people thought I was being dramatic. I didn't care when relatives said I was a silly child who would regret throwing away my sister. Some even tried to convince me that it was okay to hate Jace, but that I should find it in my heart to forgive Lauren. But how could I? She wasn't just some acquaintance. She was my sister, my best friend. And she shattered me. Through all of this, my grandma stood by me. She refused to be manipulated. When Lauren tried to pull a surprise reunion, hoping to force a reconciliation, Grandma shut her down, told her she wasn't welcome in the house as long as I was there. Now Jace is dead. The calls started immediately. Family members telling me it was time to let it go. That Lauren needed me, that I should support her because that's what sisters do. But she lost the right to call me her sister a long time ago. I didn't go to the funeral. Neither did Grandma. She knew it would just be another ambush, another attempt to break down the boundaries I fought so hard to build. And now? Grandma is dealing with all the abuse meant for me. Family members berate her, pressure her, guilt-trip her, all because I refuse to play the role they want me to. She won't block them, says she wants to see how far they'll go, says they're helping her decide who stays in her will. That part makes me laugh. I love her so much for that. But at the same time, I feel guilty that she's taking the hits for me. It makes me wonder, am I the villain here? Am I cruel for holding on to this grudge? I know we were young when it happened. I know Jace was just a boy, and if it hadn't been Lauren, it probably would have been someone else. Maybe we weren't meant to last, but that's not the point. The point is that my sister, my own flesh and blood, stabbed me in the back and then asked me to be okay with it. And I can't. I never will. But now that Jace is gone, everyone wants to paint me as the heartless one. So tell me, Eta?